Hello, I'm Andy. Today we're finally going to make some Chinese food. 乾燒伊麵. It roughly translates into dry boiled. It roughly translates into some kind of. It's a deep fried noodle cooked in chicken broth with 2 kinds of mushrooms. Chinese dry mushroom, cleaned and soaked overnight. Yellow chive. So first we'll cut our mushrooms, the straw mushrooms, just into halves. And the Chinese mushrooms, we squeeze it dry. So first we'll boil the noodle. It must be super boiling, the water. If the water is not boiling like that, the noodle will break and it will look really bad. It will all become little shattered pieces. Traditionally, these noodles are served in birthday party of really senior people. So it's called the long living noodle. When the dish is served, the noodle has to be long. If it breaks down to little pieces like this, it's very unlucky. So we don't want that. The noodle was deep fried before, so this process is to soften it and also get rid of the odor oil smell. So when it's all softened, it's done. Close it. So now we are going to make the noodle. First we'll fry the mushrooms for a little bit. You can use regular oil, but I happen to have some lard. Some rice wine. One can of chicken broth. Put some oyster sauce in there. White pepper powder. A bit of salt. Turn the heat back up a little bit to let it reduce. Okay, almost. Now we turn it back to lower heat. And put our noodle in gently. Let the noodles soak up the sauce and slowly heat it so that the soup are gone, meaning it got reduced and soaked into the noodle. So at the end, when the noodle is in the plate, we're not supposed to see soup at the bottom like that. Turn the heat a bit lower. Just make sure we're not, like, we don't burn anything. Now, heat off and let the remaining heat do the job. See, bottom no soup. It looks really good. I'll show you. Perfect. Just like in restaurant in Hong Kong. In summary, the dish looks exactly like how it looked at a traditional Chinese restaurant, and it tastes exactly like how it tastes in a banquet in Hong Kong. It looks authentic and fancy. You could store it at max for one night, but try to avoid that. It is not scalable at all. You have to make them one by one. And I save more than 50% from making it at home. It takes no more than 5 minutes to cut the 2 kinds of mushrooms and yellow chive. The dish requires boiling, pan frying, and stir frying. The reduction process at the end while stir frying requires extra caution. There's a very short time frame between the dish being too watery and burnt. It requires rather simple ingredients. However, the noodle and the yellow chive could be hard to find. The oyster sauce must be the premium product line of that specific brand. The dish is very tool friendly. You can just use one wok to do all the boiling, pan frying, and stir frying, or even a pot would do. You must make the whole noodle each time, which can be good for 2 full adult meals. Mentioned earlier that you have to make them one by one, so the portion you have to make is not flexible at all. It could take more than 30 minutes with a home kitchen environment, but definitely less than an hour to make the dish. I would like to thank 即人吹水星星師傅 for the recipe. I'll put the link of his video in the description. His video is in Cantonese. The only adjustment I've made to his recipe is that I substitute vegetable cooking oil with lard. And I'd like to thank Raymond for letting me use his music and performances. Finally, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.